Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got Weston with us. He's our mill manager. He mixes all the feed, and so today we're going to be making non-GMO layer, chicken layer feed. He's going to walk us through the steps of what we do with that. So
right now we're weighing up the non-GMO bean meal right now. It's mixing up for the layer mix that we're making. It's going to drop down into the mixer. It'll be dropping here in just a second here. It'll be dropping down in here. Okay, it's dropping down here in the mixer right now. And it's calling for hand adds, and we'll go out there and dump those right now.
So all our hand adds, everything is out here in the warehouse, and as we need them, we just dump them into the hole. What does this do, this bag here?
This is the egg line, this is the vitamin pack.
And that vitamin pack does what for the eggs?
It's not just for the eggs, for the chicken. This gives them all the vitamins that they need to produce good eggs. Now it's also adding on the liquid fat on there also. Dropping down in the surge right here. It's running up here through all the turn heads, and it's going over here to one of the pellet bins above the pellet mill. I'll run the second batch over to above the second pellet mill. That way we can run both pellet mills at the same time. That way it's faster then. Okay, so what's happening here is both pellet mills are running. Both pelleting non-GMO layer. It's coming down here into the cooler. And then from the cooler then, once it fills up to about 2.5 tons and cools the pellets off, it'll drop down into the crumbler. And there's 2 rolls down in there that are crushing the pellet. We're making a total pellet, and then it drops down into the crumbler and it crushes the pellets into a nice crumble for the chicks to be able to pick up, and so they can digest it a little bit better. And then from there, it goes up. Screens here. It'll go up into our cleaner and drop down through 2 turn heads and into the bagging system then. And the cleaner, we got different K-valves underneath there and different size screens underneath above each K-valve. And depending what we're making, if we want more fines or for the crumbles, we'll make it to where the crumbles fall through the screen before it gets to the end, so that we're getting all the crumbles and not just kicking it back to the fines bin then. So, and then from there, it goes to the bagger. And then it puts in the bin right above the bagger. And then when they're ready for it, we just open it up, drop it in the bagger, and then they're good to go. Then start bagging.
Okay, so basically to go along with all the explaining that he did on the computer for the non-GMO layer, I'm going to show you the steps and the equipment that is used on the screen. So we're above the micro system here on the second level up. So basically these are all storage bins up here, and they run down into these pipes here, and this thing right here is a weigh hopper. So it weighs up all the non-GMO ingredients in this big weigh hopper right here. You can see the sensors and stuff that show the weight. So first of all, it weighs up from these hoppers, from these weigh hoppers. It drops down into the mixer. It mixes the feed, then from there it goes to the pellet mill. So this is the mixer here. This is where pretty much everything gets mixed except horse feed and calf feed. You can see it's running right now. So then it comes to the pellet mills and it gets pelleted. So basically in here then, the batch that we just mixed up comes out of here through this surge, comes into here, It drops in through that top spout right there, comes in right here and into this area. And then these rolls right in there, there's 3 rolls right there, you can see it. It pushes the feed out through these tiny holes so fast and so hard that it makes these nice pellets for us. And then it drops down into this chute here and down to the cooler. And yeah, we have 2 of those. Gets the job done pretty fast. Then from here we need to go down to the basement to the cooler. So right here's the cooler. You can't really see in there, but the pellets kind of just trickle in there. There's the thing that turns it, and they trickle in there and it cools them down. And then after they're cooled, they come down here to the crumbler. And then from the crumbler, it goes to the bagger. So I'll take you there. It comes out of that conveyor right there. It goes to another leg, up into a bin and into the bagger. This right here is the bottom side of those weigh hoppers. Then your hand adds is where you dump them. And that goes into the mixer. So now, for the first bag, you got it in the bagger now. For the first bag, we usually dump it in the flush dumpster. There might be feed or whatnot from other times, so we'll flush through the bag. Bring it over here. That looks pretty good, but there's like whole pellets and stuff. Get that out there. Just dump the first bag. Right there is the finished product. Non-GMO layer. So that is the process. We got the tags. What we do is take a sample. So this wasn't very handy with one guy trying to crawl through here. It's set up for 2 guys. One guy bagging and one guy stacking. So basically, our bagger here, it weighs up 50 pounds into that area right there, and then as soon as he presses that button, it all drops down into the bag. And then while that's dropping, 50 pounds starts weighing up again. We got 1 ton back now. So that's where it'll be until you guys come and buy it. For anybody local that needs your non-GMO layer, your regular layer, all kinds of feed, you'd be coming to the right place at Hoover Feed Service. So, but yeah, that is it for today. So, thanks for watching.